Greetings, my friends. This is Maerlande. So today we are going to talk about Tournament Game 60 again. The third episode, starting with turn 10. Now I recorded this last night, and I'll admit I made an error. I set up my boom mic, and I accidentally left it too close to the desk. And every time I moved my mouse, it went wub, 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 wub. And that was because the table was bumping the boom. Yeah, so that and editing, I could not get that out. It was such a deep sound. So that's sort of today's first joke is technical glitches by Maer. But we will move on. We will move on to this turn. Now, I'll confess, when I recorded these last night, turns 10, 11, and 12 are pretty quiet. So we will take a look at the bare basics, and right off the top, there's a few messages, but you can see no sites found, one assassination, one successful fight with the lion, and we can watch that. There's not a lot to see. Let's turn up the detail level to 4. Let's speed it up. One thing, I started adding protection from poison to the script simply because if by chance I bring along poison slingers, there's no point doing damage to my own pretender. And let's speed this way up. Super fast, hit the T key. Oh yeah, somebody was asking. Oh, I don't want that. Grid. Yeah, grid. And where are we here? Colors. I've forgotten the thing. Colored team squares. Yes. Somebody was asking if I would have those on all the time. And totally. I just generally don't think of it. Have it. Colored team squares are very nice. And the grid's really nice. Most important when you're trying to set things up. I don't find it tells me a lot, the grid itself, during a fight. Okay, the next fight, very, very straightforward. Worth looking at. Okay, we got the grid, we got the colors. So when I watched this last night, there's a bit of a glitch. I meant to have the tomb guards far enough forward that they would stay in front of the poison slingers. And normally that's what I've been doing. This time, for whatever reason, I pulled them back. Now, this turn's a week and a half old, or probably only a week old. We've been doing more than a turn a day, and the game is on turn 22. Actually, I just sent in 22. So, let's speed this up. Okay, so they happily are pretty busy shooting that one long dead. And I don't mind. And I believe, did I lose that one poison slinger? Oh, one long dead was killed. No big deal. No poison slinger's dead, but awfully close. Oh, and he's gonna die. Okay, but now we got the poison clouds all over them. And that will keep them, and then they keep messing with. All right, here comes the tomb guards. So, one small scripting error, but perfectly manageable. And you can see the tomb guards are really hard to hurt. 20 rend protection, and these are just short bows. Oh, looking at this, a fair number of these guys are being pounded at. Regeneration does significantly reduce afflictions, but does not stop them. However, who cares? See, look at that. Now it's over. So poison clouds are great. And an event, a few gems. So let's go over the status of things. I think first off, let's talk about forts. So here we have saving some money by going back to Empoisoners. I wanted one Sauromancer. Reason for that is I want to be able to spend the death gems. We'll look at that next turn once he's here. Just need one for now. You'll see why. I held off on any more poison slingers for this turn because I'm doing infrastructure. So temple going up. Palisades going up. 2 turns left. Now, did I start? Yes, I started the second palisade. Did I start the third? I did. So 3 more forts going up, which is a bit greedy, but everything is very nice and stable because I have negotiated borders with Vetihai. And I believe I had an initial discussion with Andermania. We have roughed out borders, and they are basically like this. So this one, you'll see I am not sending Pretender there. First off, it's not my candles. And second, Andermania I don't want to bump. This one I have negotiated will be mine, so no hurry. This one here, I put up some PD just to say, hey, this is mine. This is mine. And if I'm building a fort, get some PD just in case of misfortune barbarian attacks. Plus, hopefully, keep some dudes there. So these dudes are moving. Little short of dudes over here, but we'll deal with that. For now, we'll do a search. Couple of searches, and there are no loose dudes. I don't think there's much more to say about turn 10. You can see I'm doing lots of scouts wherever I can get scouts. Here I'm making some desert rangers, making scouts here, making scouts there. I am a huge fan of maximizing scouts. Basically, you can never have too many. Only time you have too many is when there's one in every province that you don't own. And even then, you kind of want to have a few spare in case you need to redo. I need one here, but no hurry. Definitely need some here. As I've previously talked about, because I secured borders, I don't have to pay any attention to these back corner provinces yet. And I don't yet need to pay attention to the main cave in the middle. So if we look, I can wait, take these when I have the chance. And these thrones have big defenders. So I don't want to risk expansion parties on those, and really neither does my opponents. Or allies or friendly neighbors for the time being. Okay. I think that's sufficient for turn 10. Let's jump ahead. Let's go to turn 11. 11. All right, we'll zoom in first, take a quick look at the situation, and then let's go through messages. We did find a magic site, a farm of plenty. Well, okay. This is basically crap. Well, the population growth isn't bad. It's a good-sized province. Someday it might be worth a fort, but you could get too many forts, and then you can't afford to recruit in them anyways. So it depends on your ratio of troops to magi. Generally, I try to buy a commander, almost always a mage, but Satis has some very good reasons to hire priests, and these ones are the particular. Superb leadership, holy 3. Satis has a lot of. Let's have a look here. Let's take a look. Where's a priest? Where's a priest? Something to keep in mind with Satis. I probably have mentioned it. Okay, take a look here at the spells. So we have all of these national spells, and some of these, and look at that. This one's even a holy 4. And that's tough to get. Okay, so we've got forts going. And we're going to bring Magi and a priest here. Now, what we're doing with the Empoisoners is one of them's going there. Both going here, do some stuff. Eventually, we'll sort this one out. So we've got 2 of them, 3 of them coming here. So they'll go clear the leadership here. This one here, what happened? Dire wolves. Oh, yes. And I lost the Cloud Mage. I think I missed discussing last term that I got the Cloud Mage. I don't know why I missed that. Anyways, no, it was turn 9 because it actually had time to do a search here and found some air gems. But sadly, this one's kind of a fun fight. These darn things, okay, these annoying wolves, are all on attack rear, and they succeed. And that means, let's speed this up for now, they just snot my commanders. And boom, fight's over. So that is a really rare random event. It just happened to be. If those had been barbarians, I should have been fine. But because they were the dire wolves. So now I have to put together some armies and go back and take this. And they have to be armies with enough protection of the commanders that they don't get attack reared. Okay, here there was still a commander left. Yes, so we have to try one more time. And you see I'm doubling up, but that's just to be sure. If one of these fails, I'd rather succeed. So expansion is a little stumbled because lost one here through random events, one of the pains of misfortune. This one was happy, but because I've made agreements, I have to spend a turn not expanding with the Pretender. And these ones I'm not in position. Working on it. Okay. Is there anything much else? Talked about forts. Recruitment. Well, I've held off on Empoisoners because now I need a significant pack of troops to get rid of these wolves. Empoisoners would do it, but they would be at risk of attack rear, chew up the poison slingers, not the Empoisoners. And there's no Empoisoner here to try to snipe the direwolf commander, assassinate him. So I think, let me just have a look. We've gone through the messages. No, mostly. Successful fight. No, failed fight. Unexpected. Skull Mentor. So this is cool, but I will confess, due to my own foolishness, I forgot about this till quite a bit later. I must have missed the message. I mean, let's face it. We all have our limitations. Of course. Well, I won't get into that. Okay, I am satisfied. Yes, I'm satisfied with turn 11. Of course, if you've got specific questions, please let me know, and I can supplement this video. Most happy to do so. I think it's better to do that than, I guess that's my view of how to make these videos fun, is keep them going. All right, here's a Tomb King. That was the whole point. So we're going for chariots, not worms. Once we have some, I'll discuss why. Okay, so we put together sufficient, in my opinion, army. Notice all these crossbows way at the back. I've got some of the commanders up front here. I think this one's not in the best position. But we'll find out. Perfection is not always possible. The reason I've got two squads of the Long Dead is they're coming from two places. From here. From here. But I'm confident this will be successful. This one was successful. Now, the Empoisoners are off. They'll go here, and then they'll start working on this one. You can see scouts going everywhere. Let's see if I'm still recruiting. I am. Okay, first step of the fortress is up. We've got the lab. We've got the temple. We are recruiting for now one Lizard Lord. Continuing the fort building with the cheapest troop I have, which is the scout. Moving the priest to help push Dominion. You can see Pretender is off to grab another province, and here Andromania took this. Now, since I no longer need this in my Dominion, I'm going to bring the Prophet to push Dominion towards the main caves. And then, hopefully, I can bring the Pretender down there. That's the plan. All right. This fort, 2 months till its first step is up. Now, these are expensive forts because I have 3 upgrades possible. So right now, no commander point bonus. I want to get to the next step. Takes 3 months. That'll be 2 commander points, and so on and so forth. Here, we're back to making a few cheap things, still more poisoners. My research is effectively nada. And it won't be much because I'm just waiting. I'll have enough. You can see the cost here. Let's just look over it. Tomb Kings. So next turn, I'll make another Tomb King. I don't really consider the Tomb Priests and Grave Consorts worth the gems. I think it's better just to wait. Because the Tomb Kings get, you look at their reanimate, they get worms or chariots. Right now, I'm doing the chariots. All right, well, I messed that up, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to save this, and this is all long past done. It looks like I forgot this guy. Now, maybe he was actually functional in the actual turn that went to the server, because what I do is when I finish these turns, first I log in. I get the turn, I mark unfinished, I leave, I open it offline. Then I copy the directory so that I have the archive. Then I go do my orders, and then I sort of wait for diplomacy answers. I leave it unfinished. I go back, and one of my very last steps when I log back in to upload this turn is I cycle through the end key, and I find anything that's not got a job. Okay, let's just check. So, events. Hey, nice, some gold. But, lost some taxes. Well, how valuable is this province? Moderate. Income's still pretty good. Not a huge thing. We got lots of money coming. Got some saved up. We're recruiting what we can recruit. I probably wanted the scout turned on here. Now, one of the few independents I am buying some of that don't have poison resist are heavy cavalry, because the intention is I will flank and they won't be running through my poison clouds. Otherwise, I'm avoiding independents because they just die to the poison clouds, and that causes rout, and that's not good. Crossbows are okay, but I'm not finding much. Archers are not that good in late age, and you can see, really, I don't think I found any decent crossbows. As we've discussed, Desert Rangers are good because they have poison resist. The javelins have not been too important, but protection of 15 is just fine. Price is good. You know, these guys have decent statistics, good strong weapon, decent shield. You know, they are fine. I mean, they compare very well to the heavy infantries, even a little better. They're even a little better than the shield heavy infantries. The halberds are a little better, but a little more pricey. And since I have lots of gold, this is just freebie extra few troops. Of course, this would be a lot better if I had a fort there. But then if I had a fort, I'd probably get halberdiers or maybe falconers, or depending. Okay, I think I'm done. Now, once I've spent all of the death gems available on Tomb Kings, I will start site searching with the Sauromancer and then move him to the next lab. Trying to be sort of movement efficient. Okay. Well, I didn't prepare a joke, and I really do want to try to get this one up, so I'm going to call it done, my friends. And I'll check it for the wub wub wub, but I'm pretty sure I don't see the boom mic moving, so there should be no wub wub. All right, good one. See y'all hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.